I don't know if I'm late to the party, but what is a public improvement fee?
And now they're saying $20 is 9%.
Shit, 50 cents per ketchup packet? Oh, man.
Charge me for ketchup packets, silverware, and napkins?
Wow.
I'm not tipping you anything. I am sorry.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm a millennial dad and a banker. My whole job is helping people understand where their money is actually going. And lately, it's going to guilt. We used to tip for exceptional service, a nice dinner, a great haircut. Now, you buy a t-shirt online, tip. You pick up your own pizza, tip. It's wild. I saw these TikToks floating around my feed and I had to stop scrolling. Because as a banker, I see the back end of this. People wondering why they can't save for a house while they're dropping an extra $200 on screen flips. We're going to watch these. I'm going to give you the dad perspective, and then I'm going to give you the banker reality check on what this is actually doing to your wallet.
I don't know if I'm late to the party, but what is a public improvement fee from Chick-fil-A?
Sounds like a county tax.
What is that, Chick-fil-A? What is a public improvement fee for $2?
Public improvement fee? Why is that? What? Public? I thought it was a private establishment. Shouldn't we have a vote if it's for a public improvement fee? That's crazy. You know what? I've never looked at my Chick-fil-A receipt. I'm gonna start looking at them. This is ridiculous. Public improvement fee, $2. Well, it looks like she got something for free there. Spicy sand, whatever. $5.99. Then look, $5.99 right under it. Wow, that's crazy. All right, let's look at the comments. Seems illegal to me. As a CFA worker, I have no idea. See, even a Chick-fil-A worker has no idea. All right, let's take a look at this. It's up on top. I'm going to go back to the screen. Aurora, Colorado. Operator, Adam Bridge. All right, when was this? This was this year, January 6, 2026. Evening, 5:49:34. It was a drive-through. Makes sense. Looks like she's home already, so now she has actually time to look at it. That is very weird. There's a transaction sequence number, 289792. Internet, do your thing, do your investigation, but that's crazy. All right, let's go back to the comments. $58 for fast food is crazy. It's something they charge in that zip code or specific area. The vendor doesn't have a choice, but also stop supporting Chick-fil-A. I don't know about all that. That's weird. All right, let's look at the next video.
So the bill is $158, and this is 20%. But when we do it on our calculations, and now they're saying $20 is 9%.
It doesn't give you the option to not tip, we'll just give it back.
Wow. The ain't mathin'. Look at that. Should we do our own test real quick? Let's see. Let's give it a test. Do it live. Well, my live, but anyway, you get it. 158.92 times 18% will come out to 2861 if we round it, right? 2861. 18% here says 3994. It don't look good wherever this establishment is. The math ain't mathin'. Alright, let's take a look at the comments. Wait, Googling 20% is actually hilarious. We just did 18% based on here, and it's off. Based on the due, right here. Now, if they split it, maybe that's the case, and that's the 18% of the total. So they might be taking 18%, which what they have is $39.94 from the total. And this might be just the due because it's split. I have no idea. I'm trying to be on the business side, but right now the math ain't mathin'. My bad. You guys were looking at the comments, so right here. So what I'm saying is this might be her split of the portion, and the 18%, the $39.94, that might be the total cost of everything else, not just her split. But again, I don't know the situation. I'm just trying to justify from that perspective. Maybe that's not the case, but 158.92, 18% of that, we did it on the calculator. It's not $39.94. I don't live in the United States, so why is tipping considered a rule when workers already receive a salary? When you go to a doctor or dentist, do you also leave a tip? Just doesn't make sense. My dad's an engineer and he always does the math and will complain to management if he thinks the restaurant is trying to stiff the server. Alright, let's take a look at the next video. Wow, that's funny right there. Restaurants are enforcing 20% tips, non-tipper fee. That's crazy. You know what? Don't go. Where is this place? Sun Leaf Grill and Bar, Pittsburgh or Pillsboro, Iowa. Well, there you go. What'd you get? One grilled octopus, $18. One sea salt oysters, $22.79. Strawberry margarita, you gotta get your margarita, of course. $12.99. 4 ketchup packets, $2. 50 cents per ketchup packet. Oh man, non-tipper fee. They're charging for ketchup down over there in Iowa, Pillsboro. You gotta watch out. Grill and Bar, man, they're grilling your wallet. All these tips. Let's take a look at the comments. Tipping culture is weird and bad. Tipping culture is toxic. Ask money to your boss, not to your client. Smart. I didn't know you can do that. I'll start doing that. I don't know. Tipping culture is getting ridiculous, which is why I don't go to restaurants anymore. Why is nobody talking about the fact that the charge $2? I mentioned that. The $2 for ketchup. That's 50 cents a piece. Did you use all the packets? If you didn't use all the packets, why am I being charged for all of it? Can I give some of the packets back to redeem? Maybe not. If not, you better believe I'm pocketing those ketchup packets. Alright, let's take a look at the next video.
Look, if you're gonna charge me extra to add ice to my drink, charge me for the straw. Charge me for ketchup packets, silverware, and napkins.
Wow.
I'm not tipping you anything. I am sorry.
Yikes. Wildest receipt ever. What'd you get? A Krabby Patty. Pickles. You added pickles. That was an extra $2. A Jelly Patty. A Krusty Krab Pizza. $14. That was the highest one on your receipt. Diet Dr. Kelp. You put ice on that. 25 cents. What is that? Tap sauce, ketchup, silver, $75 for silverware? 3 napkins, $1.50 per napkin? My goodness, you better add, you just calculate how many times you wipe your face with that napkin, let alone your hands if you eat dirty. Oh my goodness. Tray usage fee, $1. Table cleaning charge, $1. Booth fee, $3. They're charging you. They are nickel and diming you, literally. My goodness. Tray usage fee? Table cleaning charge? When we go out, I take it upon myself to actually help out. And if I get a tray, I'll try to clean up. I'll put the dirty tissues, napkins. I'll put everything in one tray so when they come by, pick it up. It's easy, no stress, no fuss. But if you're charging me, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not helping you out. You're charging me for everything? Then heck no. Let's take a look at the comments. Thank God you didn't go to the toilet. They would have charged you for the amount of toilet paper you use, the water you flush, electricity you use, a charge for washing your hands, or one if you didn't. This is madness. You've been watching too much SpongeBob. $8 for extra. Wow. SpongeBob making money. The owner's Mr. Krabs, who loves the money. So what did you expect? They forgot the door, floor, table, chair, and bathroom fee. Napkin, ice, and straw. That's insane. Not a real restaurant. Tray usage and table cleaning chart. That's what I said. Look, here's the bottom line. I'm not saying don't tip. If you sit down at a restaurant, if somebody delivers heavy furniture to your door, or if your barber spends an hour making you look fresh, take care of them, obviously. But this creeping exception, this idea that we have to tip 25% for someone handing us a muffin, you gotta draw the line. Your budget is your wall. You have to protect it. Don't let guilt dictate your spending. It's okay to hit no tips sometimes. It's okay to protect your financial peace. If you agree, or even if you think I'm a total Scrooge, let me know in the comments. What's the wildest place you've been asked for to tip? I read all of them. And hey, liking this video is free. No 20% surcharge required. Subscribe if you want to keep your money in your pocket and not in the iPad void. Remember, make smart moves, not just loud ones. I'll see you on the next one.